Hello everybody, welcome. How are we? Hope we're well. Happy Wednesday, one and all. Oh my word, I'll tell you what, these days are getting, they're all blurring into one a little bit, aren't they? Evening, Emil, appreciate the follow. Orcus as well on there as well. Johnny Payne over on YouTube, nice to see you, welcome in. Lots of people chatting in Twitch as well. We are of course live on Twitch and on YouTube. FM Llama is here. Oh my word. The stars have aligned. We've got the Football Manager royalty in the stream already. And if you haven't followed Llama, make sure you go and do so. He is a man of impeccable taste, and yeah, streaming this afternoon was a delight to watch him go on. Llama, I didn't get to see the final result, so we'll talk about that as we go through the stream. We'll find out what your final save was. I respect the fact you let the general public have a say on these things, but personally, I'm keeping them out of it in my area. But I like the fact you asked your community what save to do. We will have some fireworks going off. It might be to do with the beta, it might not be, we don't know. But let's see how we get on. We have installed it. Don't know whether it's going to make our save run better or worse. We don't know. Let's go and have a little look, shall we? And see just what's happening. Yeah, let's have a look. Should say as well, by the way, before we get started, that we've already, we discussed this over the last couple of days. And I know we say it at the start of the stream, so it's like, it's almost redundant, but if there are people in who just want to have a whinge, right, this is not the stream for you, okay? We're not a whinging place. Well, we whinge, but we don't just whinge for whinging's sake. I think we sort of do, actually, yeah. No whinging. No whinging. If you don't like the game, fine, go and watch something else. Not a problem. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it, really. It's been too long in the tooth, and none of the comments are getting any better. So there seems to be less point to be made. So so here we go. This is where we are. We have made some signings, by the way. We made some signings yesterday. We have brought in Joshua Zerski and Mama Ndia and Saba Karabashvili. For those people who are unfamiliar with these players, Zerski you probably know from Manchester United, and the other two may be less so. So Mama Njai, Mama said, Mama's going to knock you out. He's a good goalkeeper. Now, first things first, the update has been on. The attribute colours can change now. Okay. So we'll mention that the attribute colours can change. However, there's only 4 options, so it's not fully changed, right? So you've got a preview here, so you can have your usual preset, which is dark white, orange rather than yellow, and green. Or you can have green as your 11 to 15s. That makes no sense for me, to be honest. Or you can have blue as your top numbers, or you can have yellow as your top numbers and blue and reds. So yeah, it's not quite. It's not a perfect change. Yeah, there's always going to be issues, but we'll keep it as this for a minute because we'd like to see the greens for now. Then eventually we can have full-on control over our attribute colours. So this is Mama and Jai. He's come in from Sarpsborg in Sweden. Looks pretty decent, to be honest. Kicking 18, eccentricity 17, aerial reach 16, jumping reach 17, agility 16, balance 16, flair 17, reflexes, rushing out, throwing. All very, very good. Very good. So, concentration 8 could be a concern. But, I mean, it's going to be fun, right? It's going to be a fun ride. So, Njai came in as a goalkeeper because Roofs wasn't having a great time. And Saba Karabashvili is a name that's doing the rounds already in the Football Manager community for FM26. 18 years old. This dude is going to become decent. He's going to be alright, and he 17 for determination, 16 for aggression, everything else is all like high double digits. He's going to be fine as a left back. I think we're going to have a great time with him. We brought him in there. Can you check if general training for youth teams works? I mean, Zip, I would never know. Like, I would never know because I've never done youth team training. I don't even do first team training. So I'm just going to say it does or it doesn't. Yeah, it probably does, unless it doesn't. In that case, you know what? You said his name wrong. He's the Georgian lad. He will be forever known as the Georgian lad, because I'm not going to be able to pronounce that at all. We've had a players' revolt. Luco9 has led it. Not happy about that. Luco9, I was expecting better from him, to be honest. He started kicking off and being like, oh, TJ can't really do managing and that. And then all the other players were like, I think you've got a point, Luke. And I was like, what? And then, yeah, turns out that Luco9, he's a bit of a rotter. And he's starting to turn people against me. So I was like, right, off you pop. So Luco9, I think, has now gone to Preston. Yeah, so we managed to get him gone. Oh, clicked the wrong thing there, obviously. Karabashvili is great. So we're hoping that Zerski's going to do a decent job up front. He is only in on loan. And then there's an option to pay at the end. Fran, I was not having any of it at all. You're right. I put my foot down completely, didn't I? I was like, nah. Right, Luke, I'm not having it. If that's how you're going to behave, then you need to sort yourself out. Right? Stop messing about. So yeah, I figured we'll stop that. Transfer activity. Let's see where we're at. So we're trying to also get Cesare Casadei. Reasons being should become very, very obvious. He's a midfielder who's 6'4" and has 16 for jumping reach. That does it for me. That's why we're trying to buy him. He'll be fine. So we're going to try and bring him in. Radu Dragoshin. We can't quite get. He's gone to Monaco, so it's a shame we're going to miss out on him. That orange doesn't look right now, does it? Maybe that's the hue of my third monitor, but that doesn't look like the right way of viewing it. Let's do it. Oh, let's maybe do that. I still don't even think that looks nice, to be honest. I sound lots better on it. Oh, I coughed up so much green stuff before I came on stream. So yeah, if I sound better, that's good. But I'm not sure I feel. I sort of go up and down in moments. But thank you for noticing, Alexander. I hope I feel better. I hope I sound better. I hope everything is better gradually. So yeah, let's see what we can do. Yeah, I'm just going to mess about with these preferences now, because there's now what they've done is they've changed it, right? And I've got a little bit more like, I don't even think the colour that they've done was actually the right colour. I think they've changed the original colour now. So now I'm getting a bit like, what's it meant to be? Right, let's just go with that. That's fine. Who was the massive French midfielder we had a few years ago? 6'8". I remember him. Was he not in? Was he? That was Greece, I think, wasn't it? For Larissa, possibly. Maybe. Sounds about right, I think. We've got £80 million to spend as well, by the way. That's worth noting. Jay the Jambo, first time in the stream. Am I enjoying the game? I am, Jay. Now, don't say that too loudly, because some people will try and have me fired for that or shot. But yes, the game is fine. It's not without its problems, but it's playable, and I have worked out a system that works for me, I think. Before Larissa, Leeds, Celtic, maybe. Was it maybe when we were at, we loaned him in, it was great. And then we bought him and he was useless. I think I remember. I'm getting, it's slowly coming back to me. It'll come back to me during the course of the stream. So let me try and catch up with that. Was it the chat at Crystal Palace? He was like 6'4" or something, wasn't he? I don't think he was 6'8", but was it someone like that who was pretty big and then just, no, it wasn't him either. Right. Well, if anyone can remember, that'd be great. I do seem to remember having a big player in though. It's definitely the way that I manage. Dennis Wise. It was Dennis Wise, Llama. You're right. Absolutely. Sorry, Llama. Let me quickly come back to you to talk about your your conversation. Was it a Toure or something like that? I mean, that sounds very on the nose, doesn't it? Jay says, I'm enjoying it as well, struggling to sell players. I'm not struggling to sell players. I'm struggling to not have rotters and deserters in the team, to be honest. So Lama says, TJ, I know in the past you've considered a build a nation in Finland. I've noticed today that FM26 has an extra tier in Finland. There's now a Division 3, bit of extra depth for a journeyman, perhaps. Oh, Lama, you know how to really get me, don't you? That is right up my street. Absolutely right up my street. George, why don't you have a history of every player you've ever managed? I need to. There is the thing is, I'll get this eventually, George. I will work it out eventually as to who it is, and then I'll be like, it's that guy, innit? He towered everyone. Yeah, I can see him in my head. I can see him, but I can't remember what his name was. Neverton. I mean, Neverton's still an option as well. Possibly, we'll see. Have we rooted out all the traitors yet? Do you know what? Not yet, Luffy. There's still maybe a couple of them hanging in there. Thankfully, Luke 09 showed his face first. Right, Cassidy needs a work permit, so he's going to have to... We're going to have to appeal that. Now, Elijah Mayenda to Wolves. Ooh. Now, is Mayenda one of the deserters? Is he a player who wants to leave? He is not. Therefore, he can stay. Until he kicks off about the fact that I've not sold him, I'm guessing. Started my youth only save in Finland today. TPV 47. Sounds like a postcode, doesn't it? I like it. So Lama, who did we pick then? What's the answer? Are we going to Tromsø or are we doing Standard Liège? I love both of those saves, by the way. I think they're both great. I really do. See, all the players are just yellow now, aren't they? Like the Coldplay attributes. We need something. I need a bit of colour in my life. It was unanimous. They picked Tromsø, and I was happy with that. Tromsø's the one, innit? I genuinely think you had two really, really good options there. What was interesting is it made me think, because it's a little bit like how I do stuff as well, and sometimes I let the chat have a say in what goes on, and it was like that thing where when you ask them like, who do you want, I was like, oh, there's got to be like surely you've got to have a preference yourself, and it's like, did you then sort of like, were you then sort of like thinking, oh, like if it had ended up being, for example, Standard Liège, would part of you have been a bit like, oh, I really wanted it to be Tromsø actually? Like, how would that have landed with you? Jaden Slorry looks quick. Jesper Lindström. I'm a fraud. I only gave them options I was equally happy to play. Yeah, of course. But there's still got to be a slight level of preference as well, surely. Right, I don't even like the Blues now. Do you know what? Send the game back. I don't like it anymore now. It's all gone. It's changed. The game's changed too much. Yeah, these blues aren't doing it for me. The whole stream is now going to be spent me trying to find a decent. You know what? We'll just go back to normal. We're going to find a decent color range. No whinging. I'm not whinging. I'm just saying. Am I on the updated beta build? Yes, it's the updated beta build. Yeah, it's not the. I haven't downloaded a color mod. I'm not that guy to be going and doing all that. Lots of people do that, and people have done it and have enjoyed it, but I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. That's beyond my sphere of interest, to be honest. UI is faster. Yes, I agree. Good. I presume so. Maybe. Apex Cluck, TJ, big fan. Thank you, Apex. Thank you. Welcome in. Welcome to the world of TJ. Well, the TJ community, I should say. Sorry, it's not just me, is it? What we got? Even the transition updates and preferences make a great difference, says Tim. Most of the mods have just been replaced with the actual fixes. Yeah, maybe. I mean, not all of them, of course. There is the big one, the one that I wanted, which was the can you now tell who's injured update has happened, so that's pretty good. That's good. What did we decide about Joshua Quasi, by the way? Did we think he was decent enough as a right back or a centre back? I'm starting to think maybe not, but he is only 22, and am I being slightly blindsided by the fact he's 6'5" and he can jump, and he's quick, and he's got long throws? Is that where my head's being drawn to? I think it is, isn't it? Let's hope we don't have to test the injured feature. I mean, he will be. We will have to do that, to be honest. Tackling is quite low, yeah. Composure's fine. Concentration's fine. Last question, the beta build. Is there a patch notes for it? Yes, there is. I can't give you a link straight to it, but yes, there is definitely patch notes for it. It is available on the SI forums. Jesper Lindström looks pretty handy though. Decent acceleration. The jumper reach isn't great. Good work rate, we like that. Teamwork, fine. Off the ball, okay. Dribbling's reasonable. I mean, he's a reasonable player, isn't he? He's not a great player. 300 changes. There's a lot of changes. There's a lot of changes. Cyril Ngonge. Ben Berreton Diaz. Flynn Downs, we looked at as another midfielder. Now, as a perfectionist, I quite like that. You would need to post the link to Rugio. I believe Rugio's in the chat, or Dan Alexander. In fact, actually, have I got the link? Yeah. If you post it to one of them, they'll be able to post it up. That'll be great. Thank you. So Flynn Downs I've looked at, who I think as a perfectionist is quite good for defensive midfield. Even Dub the Red. Nice to see you. Sukram is in on the follow. It's Marcus. 27 years old. Not bad. Probably compare him to Dan Neil, maybe. He's a little bit shorter than Dan Neil. That's bizarre. A bit more aggressive, better anticipation, a bit more brave, better decision making, better positioning. I mean, he's only ever slightly better, but you know, he's more of a physical presence. What type of tactics would I use for Leeds in FM26? I've got no idea, Ollie. 3-2-5. I genuinely don't know. I barely know what tactics to use for Sunderland, and I'm managing them. Have I downloaded the update? I have, Mad Scientist. I have. Welcome in, sir. Hope you're well. we were able to see which players are injured. What tactics am I playing? I'm playing a 4-3-3 in possession and a 4-5-1 out of possession. And Howard Bellis. Again, he's just okay, isn't he? There's no great about Bellis. Editor's broken. Oh dear. Oh dear. I mean, that's not good, is it? That's not great for you, to be honest, Mad. That is literally your livelihood sat right there. I'm concerned every time we press continue that, like, 80 million quid is still sat in the bank, not moving. We work around it. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you'll sort it out. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not the end of the world. You'll get there. So if we can get another wide player, I mean, Carvalho will be decent as a wide player. I think we need another right back. So Helen's back, so that'll be. I mean, he could play right back if needed. Prefer him as a centre back personally, but we could play him at right back. We could play him at DM if needs be as well. So that's an option. Just lost Trey Hume. I can't see him with my glasses on. Where's he gone? Where's Hume? There he is. Enjoying console version at the minute. Well, you're probably the only person who is. I think from what I understand, everyone seems to, believe it or not, everyone seems to hate everything. Isn't losing Hume a good thing? I think it is, because that means he's not suspended. So that's something we need to consider. Sorry, excuse me. Which is quite a good thing. Let's go to transfer room. Let's create requirements for a right back, wing back. Oh, actually, does it have to be a... There you go. You can sign youth staff now. Excellent. Can't see my glasses on. That's a bit worrying. I know. I realised once I said that, Luffy, I was like, that's probably going to be picked up, isn't it? There's someone's going to think that. Someone's going to go, TJ, that's literally the point of those glasses, surely. And it is. It is. The whole helping me to see thing is absolutely what they're meant to be for. But I don't play by your rules. Yeah. Omar Fayed doesn't look great. I mean, Michael Coyote is quite expensive. Like, we had a look at him, and he's going to be, 44 million. We've got the money. Is he for sale, though? That's the question. They're reluctant to let him go. However, what about if we put some sort of like mandatory fee of like 40 million quid? Will that work? I mean, we could obviously, just bring him in now, but Harry Clark's not quite. I mean, acceleration 15's good, dribbling and crossing's good, tackling's decent, jumping's fine, 6'2". I mean, again, work rate's good, long throws are good. I mean, he would be fine, I reckon. He would be fine. He wouldn't be incredible. He'd be fine. Nicholas Savona at 60 million quid. See, that's the thing. You're now looking for like the next step up. You're going from 5 and 10 million pounds to 70 million pounds without a lot in between, really. You know. One of the modders is mourning on Twitter because SI has fixed their bug. Yeah, do you know what? That's fine. He's made a couple of quid in a very short space of time. But yeah, I can imagine that's probably going to upset a couple of people. Check his personality. Does it say a bit of an O'Brien? If it does, he's out of here. He's out of. You're out of here. Il Gambi, how's the patch going? Seems fine for now, but I mean, this is the thing. We've only had it on for 26 minutes. So it's tricky for me to assess entirely as to where the whether the patch has worked or not. But right at this moment, I'm going to say yes, it's worked. It's worked perfectly. Katie's in. Welcome, Katie. How are you? We are indeed public betaing. We should shout out Katie, by the way, and we should also shout out the WFM show, which of course Katie is part of. It's out every other Monday, and I heartily recommend you put it into your ears because it's great, and your eyes if you watch it on YouTube. Kane Ramsey, I suppose, is the other option for a right back. So if you have a look at him, we compare him to Coyote Ugly. Like, he's a lot of money. Where's Coyote gone? Right. So Coyote's here, right? He's like, 40 million quid. Kane Ramsey's like probably going to be about 10 million, 12 million maybe. Loving the WFM show. They know more about the game than use lot. The use lot? What do you mean use lot? I mean, you're right, but I think what Apex means is you lot out there in the internet world, yeah. And also me, because I know absolutely naff all, to be honest. I don't know. Have I looked at Walker Peters? No, I have not. So I can't see too much difference with him there. Who's the other right back that I've just had a look at? Oh, there's another one, wasn't it? There was the Bournemouth defender, I think it was. Is there someone here? James Hill, that's him. 24. Again, there's not a lot going on there. Like, he's fine, I suppose, really. Take a look at Amrad Diouf. Great little wonder kid. I mean, I haven't really got time for wonder kids, to be honest. I'm not going to be here for long enough. 5 seasons, maybe. Where's Amara Diouf? He's maybe not even in. Where's he play? He'll look solid, nothing special. No, exactly. Like, his dribbling's not very great and his crossing's not very great. He looks like number 3, order priority number 3. I think Kane Ramsey's number 2. Because Kane Ramsey looks pretty handy, to be honest. I wouldn't be upset with him in the side. Dives into tackles, so he is a little bit of a Trey Hume. Runs with the ball, cuts from the inside, brings the ball out of defence. Good determination, good bravery, aggressive, relatively pacey. He looks fine. Max Johnston from Derby. No, that's not good enough, is it? I mean, his crossing's good. His acceleration's it's reasonable. Jumping reach, if it's high, then we're on 16s. That's great. Lots of stamina. The only issue I've got with potentially Max Johnston is that not good enough for an immediate impact. That's part of it, but also we already have 2 Scottish players, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but Katie, you'll agree with me on this one. Being of Scottish descent, also having a lot of Scottish players tends not to be a good idea in football teams. Like, we love the idea, and we'd all love an entire nation of football, of Scottish players. But have you seen what happens to the Scottish national team? That team is full of Scottish players, yeah? Like, every single one of them, bar the English lads, right? And the Australian that we've got. It's like the English team. Like, imagine if England only had English players in it. They'd be shit. I'm going to chuck that one out there, aren't I? Yeah. McTominay, the Italian. I mean, he's very Scottish. He's very, very Scottish, McTominay. McTominay is the 2 fingers up to the English media that every Scotland fan loves. Oh, we are so happy that he went to Italy and absolutely smashed it, because it's just made all the English media look fucking stupid. Oh, we've loved it. We've loved it. It's been brilliant. It's been great to watch. Take a look at Giovanni Reid at Feyenoord. Again, I mean, we want players who are going to come and make an instant impact. I also might not have enough leagues loaded in for it to be. Giovanni Reid's not a thing. He probably loves it too. I hope he does. Calvin Ramsey, you're saying there. Isn't he at... Oh, is he at Liverpool? I thought he was at Middlesbrough for a second. Again, like, he's had a downgrade, hasn't he? He's massively had a downgrade. Because what I want to do is I want to be pushing for promotion, really. Junior Chimedu, yes, well, bless you. Who or what is Junior Chimedu? I should also point out that we're in the Championship. Yeah. 23 years old, perfectionist. Now, Croaky, is this someone that you know personally, is it? He's playing in the league. He's only got he's got a 6.84 in the league. Jumping reach 8 to 14. That suggests not very good jumping reach. Dribbling's good. Acceleration's fine. What about Leicester? Right, he's reasonable. Max Johnston can play everywhere. See, that's actually a good thing. If he can play both sides, he's got a worldie in his locker. Where have we just had a look? Kane Ramsey, for example. Let's compare him to him. The Ramsey, better first touch, better heading. I mean, this is because I suppose this is because we know about Kane Ramsey at the minute. Max Johnston's got better crossing, better corners, better concentration, better off the ball. Statistically, what's he looking like? There's not much between them. I'll give them that. There's not a lot. There's not a lot there. Let's have a look at Chimedu. Real life and FM are not the same. But exactly, yeah. That's the thing. They're massively different, aren't they? Because here it looks like Max Johnston is much better. But then, statistically, you would say more key passes per 90, more distance covered. Although tackle, he's tackling less. Okay. Right, we've definitely got some players to look at, I think. Kane Ramsey's going to show up as a centre back. 8 million quid. If he wants to play as a right back. Give me good news. Is it playable at least today? It's been playable for ages. Yeah. That's what everyone's whinging about. Even Goodger, how are you, pal? Welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see you. Who's I do Swift. Say do Swift. No, we haven't got. I've not got huge databases on because it's only this is just a beta save in it. So Hull, I'm trying to sign Luke 09. Fine, whatever. Let him go. Let him go to Hull. That's where he deserves to be. Torino want Lefay. Do you know what? Let's hold it for now because realistically we want to sell Lefay, to be honest. Dario Azario, an offensive player, good performing winger in Denmark. I don't need a winger, I need a fullback. I need a fullback. Also, not here. Yeah. Again, we've literally just got. We've just got England loaded up because it's beta. Basking in the glory, winning the Premier League and the beta, and getting a striker to score more than 30 goals in the league. Nice work, Goodger. Well done. I mean, I've had none of that, so you know, fine, whatevs. I'm after a left back or a right back. I'm after a right back. We might go for Johnston. We've got Kane Ramsey. We've got an offer in for him. Festi Ebaseli is the fastest player I've seen live for Derby. He shows up actually as one of the. There you go, that's that guy there. But he's out in Turkey at the minute. But what we need to do is we need to look and go like, is he fast or is he good? And those two things, you know, they're often different, aren't they? Even Stealthy Assassin, welcome in. I'm not paying 2 million quid a month for Michael Coyote, no. I suppose the only other question is he worth paying the money for right now? You know what I mean? If we've got 80 million quid, like we probably need to do some big signings. 37 million for Carvalho. Yeah, Fabio Carvalho. That's not too bad, is it? Strength's not great, but he'll give us some options out wide, I think. Now, this is not great, though. They've changed the colour here, so I can't see the... Not that it really matters, but I can't see his squad number. Wolves have got a fullback who's rapid but rubbish. See, I don't want rapid but rubbish, do I? That's the problem. You know, I want good. I want quick and good. Yes, Wagwan Brit, welcome. 14 million quid for Max Johnston. Let's go for that. Derby want him back? No, he's not. He's not coming back on loan. We're going to put him in. I think he wants to be a squad player. See, that's like, I'm hoping you're coming to try and... I need you to be a first teamer. That's my only concern here. You don't believe in yourself enough. I want quick and good. That's what Mrs. J said. Yeah. Namandi Collins from Frankfurt is in the database. I've heard of him. That's Nathan Collins. No, I don't think he's... Oh. Oh, there you go. Namdi Collins, yeah. Again, though, is he going to come to the Championship? I suppose there's only one way to find out, isn't there? I'm guessing not. You've started your Marine save. Happy with it so far. Fair play. Great. I mean, we'll do... we're going to start our Darlington save once we've done... Well, we think sufficient amount of seasons here. We think 5 seasons with Sunderland, really. Now, whether that's 5 seasons on stream remains to be seen, but it's possible. Right, Casaday's in. Big, tall Italian midfielder. Diarra's got ill. I mean, I feel you, Diarra, to be honest. When's our next match? Tomorrow against Sheffield United in the FA Cup. Right, Sheffield United 3rd in the Championship, so we're up against someone's half decent. Our new goalkeeper's injured. Great. So Roofs is going to have to come back in. I have to get used to a new interface. You do, Yoni, yes. You absolutely do. Not just you, but everybody else as well. We've all got to do it. Yeah. They had a talk. They went, right, you know what? Let's just make it so this is going to happen. And do you know what? It's actually all right. It's fine. Take Ballard out, actually. Is Kyle Walker Peters gettable for you? I don't know. Is he actually any good? He's 29 years old. That's a lot of money for a 25 million for a 29-year-old is quite a lot. Even Dan, how are you, buddy? Not in a great mood, just a shit day. Yeah, it's fine, man. You just chill out. There's no requirement for you to be here. Don't worry, we've got this. We're all right. Everything's all sorted. Chris is in, by the way. I should have said hello to Chris earlier on. But right, Adingra is still playing well. Let's move Adingra to the left, to the right. Let's put Wilson in. It makes me feel old, him being 29. I thought he was still 23. I've got no idea the age of footballers. They're all like all over the place, aren't they? Like they play for like 20 years and then they go, oh, the guy's 26. And you're like, hang on, what? Like, pretty sure he'd be 40, should be 47 by now. You know, and sometimes they are, and they've just got, you know, passports that are wrong. Okay, let's see what we can do against Sheffield United in the FA Cup. It's not a match we have to win, but it would be good if we could. Have we tried 1.5 speed yet? Not yet. This is the first match we're about to play. Lee. So maybe we'll try it. We don't know. I mean, you know, we might try 1.5 speed. Go and play with no pressure, lads. Nathaniel even got to grips with the UI as the training layout. I'm not liking just the way it works. I mean, training hasn't really... I don't think training's changed too much. It's less visual than it was before. And I didn't like it. I don't use it anyway, so... right, right, everyone wants to see it. Let's see what 1.5 looks like, shall we? Right, here's 1.5 match highlights. Okay, strap yourselves in, everyone. You know what's going to happen? We're gonna like 1.25, aren't we? We're like, actually 1.25 is fine. 1.5 is just a bit quick for me now. It's just funny how quickly you get used to stuff, isn't it? Because 2 weeks ago, like, we were all ready to burn the place down, going like, I don't get any of it. I'm not sure about what it looks like, how it works. Turns out 1.25 was right all along. Could you imagine? Yes, there's been an update today. That's my jam, but it's only via Steam. So if you're playing via any other platform, there is no update yet. Now we need 1.3. Yeah, can we have got 1.27? That would be lovely. Oh, here we go. Here's our first 1.5 highlight. He's a bit quick, isn't it? 1.2, 9.5. Yeah. It's over the top. It's cannon. It's chucking it down. The rain's in 1.6 speed. Zertsky. Adingra. Cassidy on the ball. Gives it away. Oof. I think I appreciate the graphics better in 1.25. I think that could be the one, you know. Maybe 1.5 is a tiny bit too fast. I want 1.3. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't think 1.5 is the one, and I'm basing it purely on that just there, that few minutes that I've just seen. Right, now I've got. Let's make a change. Actually, let's put Lefay on. Make one change in there in midfield. We should have made a change at centre half. I thought there was going to be like. They've not fixed that in the patch, have they? The instant goal straight after half time. What's going on there? Ballard's miles away. 4 we arrived. Dinger is tackled. Come on, Sunderland. Tramau, welcome in. How are we? You know what? Let's shift this back down to 1.25. I'm sure that is the actual problem. The highlight length is definitely the problem. As well as instant goal after making a sub. Yeah, we know that's the thing as well, isn't it? That's like 100% a problem. And then also as well, me remembering that when you change someone. Oh no, it's fine. It's worked. Okay, that's good. I changed it in the right bit. Ian the Cyclist, good to see you, buddy. First time I've had a length issue. I've had a length issue many times, but it's the first time I've ever had to downgrade it. Yeah. It's very rare people prefer it shorter. Also very rare is the word people, because that makes it sound like there's certainly more than one or two. You know. Your own personal fitness seems worse after the update. Well, that's not good, is it, Leeds? That's dreadful again, giving the ball away. Sloppy passing back in, is it? Right, let's go narrower, speed things up a bit. Zertsky can be replaced by Francolino. Do I need to be in the cup? I don't, Jord. It's not a problem. It's just more about trying to keep some element of positive morale. But we don't need to be in the cup at all. Right. In fact, it would actually be a distraction. Sheffield United fans are going to feel some sort of retribution for Wembley here, aren't they? Great goal. Great goal. Where's it hit Lefay on the way in? Neves does just about well enough to tackle, but no pressure. Fair enough, that's us out the cup. Has anyone had a recommendation after a signing? You should ask such and such to welcome to the club. How do I do that? I've had it in previous, obviously, but not in this game. All I've had in this game is just saying, don't let Luke 09 talk to him. Okay, so there we go. That's the Sheffield United game done. Ask Luke to play. Ask Luke to please speak to the player. Yeah. Do not speak to Luke 09, whatever you do. Yeah. Okay, so Njai is going to be out for another 2 weeks. Kazadi should be registered now. There we go. Register him. So he can play in the league. Who do we play next? Whoa, whoa, £67 million for Kyle Walker-Peters? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Eintracht Frankfurt wants 79 million for Nemanja Collins. I mean, at least he's worth it. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, we're not paying all that money, clearly, but we need to try and get an assistant manager. Adrissa Gay, Liam Lawrence, former Sunderland midfielder, or Paco, who I feel is probably the right choice. Rui Silva. Is it obvious to say that he was at Chelsea? Felipe Almeida, formerly of Wolves. Marco Noop. Paco's the one. I think he's the obvious choice, to be honest. Like, if we can bring him in, he's a Mr. Know-it-all. He knows bits and pieces, right? And was he Rafa Benitez's right hand man? Hull have tried to sign Alessi. That's fine. He does have Premier League experience. Yeah, Liverpool, Sunderland, Liverpool, Villa. The board don't feel that the deal has value for money. That's fine. So Collins isn't going to go anywhere. Carvalho's coming in though. Luke O'Nine's off to Hull. Off he goes. Okay, Carvalho's in. We've broken the club's transfer record. Finally, Luke's gone. I mean, look, it pains me to say it, but he is gone. He's gone. Right. Luke O'Bine. The board are disappointed with the signing. Yeah, great. Fantastic. We've upset everybody by buying Carvalho. It's gonna be fine. It'll be fine. Cool, right? Adingra can probably get a contract because he's playing very well, to be honest. Paco managed in Israel. Oh. Right, look for the sake of this save and for the sake of the fact he's an assistant manager, right? Does it? I don't know. Does it matter? Maybe it does. I don't know. When you find a settled formation and players are performing decent, it's all good. It took me ages. I think that's all Football Manager, isn't it, really? That's literally every single Football Manager is. Once you get the team playing, everything's fine. Until then, it's frustrating as hell. View camera high 10 zoom 4. Not for all, but you can see your tactics pretty well. Do we need another central midfielder? Watson's not having a great time, is he? Just trying to like sort of move the needle a little bit, aren't we? Johnston's in. Okay. What else have we got? Senetien, Montpembele, that's fine. That frees up another space. How much have we spent in the championship? We've spent a fair bit, to be honest. We've spent how would you find me? Where's the transfer history? £75 million so far, and then we brought in 81 million. So we've actually spent minus 6 million. Yeah. So that's not too bad, really, is it? Cesar Perez, Carlo Holz, channel midfielder from the playmaker, Jesper Lindström. I keep coming back to Flynn Downs, you know, and I think I'm coming back to him because of the fact that he says perfectionist, and I don't think it's because he's very good. He's not excellent, but is he good enough? Works hard for the team, enjoys big matches, committed player. Perfect at being shit. Maybe that's the problem, innit? I'm just sort of like, I think I've been slightly swayed by the fact that he's just there or thereabouts. He looks alright. He's not kicking in the Premier League. Yeah. Bobby Clark. We've had him before in the. See, the thing is that like, these are players that again get good in the future, but yeah, he's obviously not available, is he? So. Nevsky, have we noticed much on the patch? Not really. There might be lots of stuff. We haven't seen it yet. We've played like one match, I think. So yeah, I'm struggling to see everything so far. That's better, isn't it? That's back to. Is that back to old? That's more like it. Yeah, that's a bit smarter, right? Apparently the game's meant to be a bit quicker, but again, I've not spotted that just yet. It might be, maybe, don't know. Which Ponk was it? Ponk. Well, what do you mean which Ponk? How many Ponks is there? Surely there's only one Ponk. I can't imagine there's many more. The UI is quicker. Yeah, well, listen, that was always going to be quicker. You know, there was always going to be a thing where that was sped up in the background, but not everyone was going to be aware of that or wanted to read it. You read a news article today. Ponk was arrested. Was he? Which Ponk? Our Ponk. Mod guy's fuming. I can imagine. I can imagine he is. Free the Ponk. Getting loads of short under-hit passes tonight since the patch. Don't mind it as I'm in the lower leagues. We've had a couple. We played one match and we didn't play very well. So I'm not 100% sure what the reason was for that poor performance. We were playing third in the league, so maybe that's it. How dare you improve our game? I know, this is the thing. You can't please people, can you, Jord? Like, people kick off if things don't work. People then kick off if it's fixed. Yeah. Right. Ponk's gone. Shamedu. Mallorca have made a bid for Lindstrom. 2 million quid. Am I just spending money for spending money's sake? Is there a suggest button? What's the... Peyton Miller's developing. May as well spend it now. You're going to fuck all of Darlington. That's true, actually. So Kane Ramsey can come in as another... Why not? We'll bring him in as well. Why not? It's another centre-half, if nothing, isn't it? Why not? Aberdeen, that's not even a real place, is it? Celtic want Pato, go on, off you go. Hetafe want to try and loan Neto. Okay, so Ramsey's in. Let's negotiate with Lindstrom, shall we? 60 grand, that's a lot. He's only on 50. He's obviously on. Oh, he's on 53 now, is he? Do we need him? I don't know if we do need him or not. Torino have made a loan for Lefay. Right, let's loan him out, but let's also... Actually, let's just loan him. That's fine. Offer of clubs has dropped now. Has dropped down. Have interested clubs. You don't have to type the name of potentially by offering the wrong one. It looks like it's gone back to the old sort of like view, which is much clearer. We haven't got any idea how much Bobby Clark's worth. Carlos Ponk's got arrested. It might be the same one. Is it the Cape Verde Ponk? Daniel Belega. What about Lecce? Herbie James, seasoned professional. That's good, that's good. Anyone else got issues installing packs? Not that I know. Well, I've not tried it, so I can't comment, I'm afraid. I thought it was meant to be fairly easy. There's been a couple of videos out there, you know, saying how you can do it. So I'll just follow that. Hasn't surely Trek's done one or Simaj? Adringa wants the highest earner clause, does he? We took that out, but 86 is a lot of money. Punk's a fraudster. Well, I mean, judging by some of his performances at the in this save, yes, I'd agree. And how are we? Welcome. How are we getting on? How's Adingra been for us? Do you know what? In the Championship, much better. He didn't really get to play too much in the Premier League, but he's 6 goals, 6 assists. You know, there's his stats there. 6.8 expected assists this year, 3 player of the matches, 7.08. I'll take that. The boy's doing all right. He's cutting about in the Championship. He's the real deal. But we are putting out a lot of money. We are putting out a lot of business in January. Shout out, by the way, to Ank and the WFM show. If you've not followed that yet, make sure you go and do so. Go and get it into your watching habits. We've brought a few players in this window. Let's work out where's transfer history. There it is. So far, we've spent £97 million this season. We've recouped 82 million, so we're on a net spend of 15. Oh God, I've just said net spend. Ugh, I feel sick. Players we brought in January: Saba Karabashvili, young Georgian midfielder. We just simply call him the Georgian lad because I'll get his name wrong when I can't see it on screen. He looks pretty handy for an 18-year-old Georgian fullback. I think he's going to be all right. He'll develop quite well, and I believe we bought him for £3 million. So that could turn out to be a bit of a bargain. So we brought him in. We brought Mama Njai, a Senegalese goalkeeper in from Sweden, who again looks pretty exciting. 16 for aerial reach, 17 for jumping reach, kicking 18, reflexes 16. He does have flair and eccentricity quite high, 17s for both of those, and likes to rush out. So, I mean, he's going to be here for a fun time, right? So we'll see what happens in goal or as a centre-back, maybe. Josh Zirke's come in as a striker on loan because he's 6'4", and we figured why not. So 17 for dribbling, 16 for passing. Granted, shooting's not brilliant, but bring him in as an option. As I say, loaned him in from Man U. There is an option to buy him at the end, but we'll see. Cesare Casadei is a 6'4" Italian midfielder with 16 jumping reach. That's why we bought him. He should help shore the midfield up a little bit. Evening Cleveland, welcome in. We've also signed Fabio Carvalho from Brentford for quite a bit of money, actually, to be honest. I think he was like 34 million or something. Where is it? Oops. Yeah, £37 million we brought him in for. So we're expecting things from Carvalho. Did Wednesday stay up? I wouldn't imagine so. In fact, yes, I think they have done, actually. We've played them already. Yes, they are currently 23rd in the championship. So they stayed up, but at what cost, Rich? That's the question. Yeah. So, I hope you're well, my friend. Yeah, we can't see whether or not Chancery's gone or not. I'm sure it all worked out fine. Do Wednesday administration in the game? I don't know. That's something I'm considering, because I'd like that as an offline thing, to be honest. We've also signed Max Johnston, who's a Scottish defender who plays both sides. So we've got him there. Who have Madrid bought? No idea. We're Sunderland in the championship. We've not come across them. So I've just realised Max Johnston's got 2 earrings in. Oh, I'm gonna have to get rid of that. Can't be coping with that. And then Kane Ramsey as well. We brought in from Charlton. So we've done pretty well, I think, in terms of bolstering the team up in January. Adam Lassay, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Very kind. And having spent £92 million, we've still got 23 million quid left. So there is a little bit of money that we can still spend if we want to. How have Wrexham done in the championship? Wrexham are still there. They're still in the championship. We beat them on the opening day of the season. So that's where they are so far. And I think they're still, 21st. They're still, we're 7th, but it's the championship, so you can still get into the playoffs pretty easily. Just need a couple of results to go our way, and then that'll be how we get in there. It'll be fine. We've spent a lot of money now, so I think there's more pressure on us really sort of like turning the screw now and getting promoted. I guess the question really is like Liam Delap up front. He's got finishing of 13. He's not a natural finisher. Francolinho finishing of 14. He does miss the odd chance every now and again. Jonas Wind as an option. We've got James Wilson as a striking option. We've got Zerski, who's injured now. Like, we've got a couple of striking options. Mayenda. But we've not really got anyone who can put the ball in the back of the net consistently. That's the thing. So we might still need to go out and buy a striker for 20 million quid just to guarantee us. I mean, Francolino's the guy at the minute, but just I don't really trust him to get the goals. He should have been getting the goals. He's literally everything we need, but it's just not quite worked out that way. What do you think about grabbing Tommy Watson? I mean, we thought about that, but like, leave him doing what he's doing at the end of the day. You know, I was upset about the fact that Luke O'Nien started a revolt behind the scenes. I wasn't happy about that. That upset me a lot. So we had to let Luke O'Nien go. We've sold Mukiele. We've sold Lefay. Looks like he's going to go out on loan. Isador's gone. Siddiqui went. Like, everyone's left basically. Yeah. Old yellowed Luke O'Nien. We did. Yeah. Literally shot him in a barn. It was horrible. In front of the kids as well. And they were like, no. And I was like, yeah, it has to be done this way. So that's us 1-0 down. Bug. Do we know if Max Johnston is the son of ex-Sunderland legend Alan Johnston? I presume so. I can't imagine there'd be any other reason why he wouldn't be. So Norwich, I believe, are top of the league at this point. Yes, they are. So to be a goal down already is not unexpected, but Turn his settings videos for your save. No. Carvalho. Don't go all the way back out. Diarra. His name is Alf I Divine. Please be sensitive. sorry, Hank. I should really have known better, shouldn't I? The I stands for the abbreviation of Ireland in his name. I thought it might have been a joke, but actually it is. It can't be, surely. There are bugs in this game. There's literally not. There's not. Like this game is not affectionately known as A Bug's Life. It's just not. We've not got Kane Ramsey making his debut. I should have thought. Oh, Elijah Mayenda. All right, big man. Get the Randy Ortons out. You've Googled it. He is actually Alf I. This is what we want. This is what happens when you play out from the back, people. You look silly. Just put your foot through it. Have a bit of that. They're not bugs, they're features. New features at that, Rugio. Okay? This is to replace all the things we took out of the game. We've put some bugs in. The bugs were the friends we made along the way. They were. We'll miss them when they're gone. You've already got that lad who's the mod fella. You know, like, oh, I've made attribute color changes and I've made a new time device. Sorry, it makes me sound like a time traveler, but like a new time setup. And then all of a sudden, SI just went, yeah, we fixed those two things. It's like, great. Just probably killed the guy's career within seconds. Yeah. Josh Sargent Slaughter in at the back post. What's happened there? Oh, we've got Peyton Miller as well, Hank. Another USA. The mod fella couldn't make 1.5 speed, could he? Fairly, I think he did though, didn't he? Wasn't that his whole thing? He made a 1.5. And then SI were like, we've made a 1.5 as well. Has Diego Luna made it to Europe yet? I don't know. See, this is part of the thing that I'm struggling with, is that we don't know enough about the universe. I'm not trying. You try the camera, Marcus. Try on your own game. I thought he was the one that sped up the transitions. I thought he changed the speed on the match engine. Shows how much. Literally shows how much notice I take. Doesn't it? We did it. We talked about it on the podcast, which is out tomorrow. Like, TJ, have you tried the mods? And I'm just literally going, nah. Could not care less. I want to try the mod where you can have the manager cam. Oh, no, do you know what? That one annoyed me as well, actually. That really annoyed me. Because at that point I was like, do you know what? I think I care even less now. I'm such a, like, well, I've been described as middlingly angry, yeah? I'd love to see a Venn diagram of people who are running mods and people who are moaning about crashes and bugs. Probably the same people, yeah. Yeah, literally, I've put all these things in and now my game doesn't work. Culturally unaware. Well, I mean, again, we can't just say that. Unwilling and unable. That was the title of my my last show. I mean, it wasn't, but it should be. The only logical thing to do is organise a review bomb to get Miles sacked. I mean, JM, someone's thought that seemed like an obvious thing to do, didn't they? I mean, just, of course, to confirm, it's a ridiculous thing to do. But evening, Jim. How are you, sir? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Also, what would be interesting is if FM24 is the last ever FM, then will these people acknowledge that they then have no more game to play and be like, do you know what? Yeah, we brought on ourselves. That's fair. It's reasonable. No, they won't. Yeah, but as we've said before, I mean, look, you know, they can wish ill on Miles all they want. They have to be careful who they you know, be careful upon what you wish for. That's another penalty. Because whoever comes in charge, they're going to be from a console background more than likely. So if they're complaining it's a console game now, it's going to get more console-y. And it's going to have microtransactions and it's going to be a subscription model. So yeah, be careful what the wish is for. The grass is not always greener. Josh Sargent again. I know. And another with a penalty as well. I mean, we're looking. We're not even looking poor. Like, yeah. Okay, this is like fine. Headers won. We're doing about half our headers. We've got loads of tackles in. It's just not. There's just a little bit of lack of belief, I think. Or Norwich are just that good. Can we show me how to change attribute colours? You go to... Well, you need to download the update first of all. MK. Okay, wait. Then you go to Preferences. And then you go to... Detailed. And then Audio... I'll show you. But yeah, it only works if you've got the Steam update. Can't wait to be £3 a month to have licensed Mo Salah haircuts. Yeah, and then every single transfer, you're going to have people who are just going to pay for the transaction themselves. So it's going to be like Ultimate Team essentially. Oh, look at that. Beautiful back heel. Oh. Won a game with no rain, 1.5. Not our first match had 1.5, and it definitely had rain. Buy SI coins to increase in-game transfer budget. Yeah, there'll be that. That's what everyone's got to look forward to. Also, as well, like the whole review bombing thing. It is a bit stupid because the only people that are going to read reviews are people who've already got the game. Like, well, no, the only people that are going to read reviews are new people. Like, people who've got the game aren't going to read reviews because they're just going to buy the game regardless. Which is what they did in their droves for beta. You know, they bought a game without a review. So all the reviews are doing is stopping new people coming in. So it's very, very gatekeeping. Yeah. But Miles will see his game as negative and get sad, so we'll win. Okay, that is fair. That is fair. I also am concerned as well that Command & Conquer 4 is so badly reviewed. Why? That's the answer I want. Why is Command & Conquer 4 so bad? It almost makes me want to dig Command & Conquer 4 out to go like, do you know what? This is the real quiz. The world isn't fair. Do you know what happens here? This is what happens when the general public are allowed a say. There shouldn't be. It was shite after the Red Alert games. Yeah, but I wasn't in the echo chamber of listening to the anger and abuse that came out from that. So worst game on Steam list are either all really bad remasters, really disappointing sequels, or follows up in the franchises. I also just think as well that think about this, right? Think about the sort of person that goes to review a game. Like, do you want to? Are you going to trust their opinion? I'm not. Because do you know who can do a review? I can do a review. Like, and I wouldn't trust my opinion at all. But there's nothing stopping me going, do you know what? I think I'm going to have my say. Like, as if my say matters. Yeah? We shouldn't trust your opinion, you're a paid shill. I mean, yeah, there is that. I think you're right. You know, it's difficult to type, you know, given the fact that I'm sat on a large pile of SI dollars. But, you know, that's what happens. What I'll do is I'll get one of the Sports Interactive people to come round and type my review up for me. And just say, look, whatever you want to write is fine. Just stick my name on it and just go, yeah, it's class. I agree wholeheartedly. I trust your review more than IGN. Evening, Bradley. Nice to see you, pal. Just press the upload button or Luke09 gets it. Oh, poor Luke09. You know what? I love Luke09, but his actions on this game have really, really made me question the real Luke09. And I want to find out what the real Luke09 is and what he's up to. And what does he think and how does he behave? Where is he now? He's in Hull now. We've sent him there. How's the patch working? I don't really know. It seems to be fine, but my game was fine anyway, so I don't understand all the kicking off. People are weird. He's got an SI personal assistant now. Such an SI sycophant. This is what happens, innit? This is just the way we are. Is the full release better than the beta? Yeah. Think of how many bugs GTA 6 will have after 6 years of development. It's had more than 6 years of development. But yes, everything is bugged. Everything, including your home telephone. Maybe, I don't know. Launch trailer was quite fun as a Brighton fan because the Brighton scene was 4 of our actual players. If you pause, it's random actors filling the bench. Also as well, I love the bit where they did the thing with Danny Welbeck and they went, go and make the difference. And you can't do that on the game now. You can't tell players to go make a difference because they took that bit of conversation out. But I mean, it looked good, didn't it? Looked nice. Be the difference, not an option. Yeah. Be the change you wish to see. More importantly, what does Sinners make of all this? I've not asked him, you know. I should do. I read Ian McIntosh's review. Whoa, that was accurate. that was pretty accurate. I read that and I was like, yeah. Yeah, that's a good point as well. We can still talk to subs and motivate them. I talk to everybody, like, in my own special way. Kingston Matundawa. Now you could be the one. Henrik Meister, Richard Cornet. I just need a big name striker who's going to actually come, because I don't think that Morsted's going to come, because he's already turned me down before. Marco Nasty. I mean, you want a big nasty striker. He's the guy, right? The bit about finding the under-16s Scottish League made me laugh. Oh yeah, when he's trying to search through everything. Yeah. It is true. And I've said from day one, it's not logical. This game's not logical at all. But you will get used to it eventually. And the question then is, you know, but should you have to get used to it? I guess that's the thing, isn't it? Like, should you have to get used to it? And I suppose not, really, in the grand scheme of things. But, George, you made a great point in the Discord earlier, which of course I should plug. And that's the bigger problem is that the games industry need to just stop releasing games that are bugged. Do you know what I mean? And really just start getting round to releasing a properly finished game. Which is madness. I know. It's absolutely madness, right? What's Balogun up to these days? There's a name from the past, isn't it? Same as, what's he called? Isaac Liadji. Balogun. Hanging out in Monaco. Being fast. They shouldn't have released it, but they couldn't have delayed it. This is the thing. Like, they had to put something out. They had to. Simple as that. Like, whether it was going to be good enough was then irrelevant. It just had to be something. And I do wonder what on earth FM25 looked like. Because, like, it must have been shit. It must have been really shit. To have been canned. And like, this is what they've let out. And I've been able to make this work. You know, I've put some effort into it. But yeah, it must have been crap. Can't see I've already done if you're trying to transfer in for a striker, especially if you're open to loanees. We've got the transfer room open. There's nobody there just yet. We'll keep popping ourselves back in. That's where Morstadt, we saw him on there. So we'll try and have a little pop around. Not all of us can move our camera around, Hank, into interesting and cool and funky places. We're not all designers. One day I will be, maybe. I mean, I won't. I've seen my drawings. They are similar to that of a small child who has only just discovered crayons. Diego Gomez. Who's Diego Gomez? The best part about... I always say the best part about this sort of game is that I don't know who half these players are. Have I literally just lost him? I'll keep going back down. 2 seconds. There's Diego Gomez. Oh, another brightener. Another brightener. How does Stansfield compare to your strikers? Well, Lisa, look, again, Birmingham loves the idea of Stansfield turning up, right? Look, is he going to be Premier League quality? Jay Stansfield is probably about as good as what we're going to get, really. I mean, you can't argue with his goal scoring records, but this I did not know about. I didn't know about this. That torn ACL is going to be a concern. Unfortunately. Gomez got an A-star from our guys. What position does he play? Is he a midfielder, did you say? Oh, it's Captain Scarlet again. It's just another Brighton player. I need to make this screen bigger somehow. Is it Diego Gomez? Excellent signing for the future. You can't see behind my head, but he doesn't actually rank in the top players. I mean, we can shortlist him. I don't know if he's going to be the one right now, but Stansfield was a star during your Pentagon run in FM24. Powered me to wins in Japan, Brazil, and Mexico. There we go. There's the recommendation, right? Get him in, because if you want someone who's going to power you to the Premier League, then you need someone who's scored goals in Japan. Luke, FM's taking a lot of getting used to, and now I love the game. Lots of great features. Everyone loves a moan. Doesn't like change. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. I've treated it just like that, like a new game. Still a bit buggy, but lots better now since the update. Yeah. But what you've done there, though, is unfortunately you've used common sense and logic. So, Luke, I'm afraid we are going to have to ban you from the stream. You know, it's just your points are well thought out and logical. So we will have to really have a word with the mods about that. Only joking. Common sense and logic is welcome here. It's not welcome on every other place on the internet. Yeah. This is where common sense lives. And it's very rare that I'm allowed to say common sense lives somewhere. You know. But yes. Welcome to your tribe. We need a new Sigalko. I mean, that is a high bar, isn't it? We need someone as good as Maxim Sigalko. At the minute, I'd take someone as good as Jay Stansfield. Never mind needing to go to the level of Maxim Sigalko. Let's have a think. I mean, realistically, I need Ahmad Diallo, don't I? That's what I need. But probably not got that amount of money to do it. In fact, how much? He's played 2 games. £10 million a month. This is like a £1 billion transfer, isn't it? £107 million optional fee. That is very much like, yeah, we're not paying that, right? But fine, have it as an optional fee if you want. Search players similar to Diallo. There's no real point because Diallo's class as a winger, isn't he, really? In fact, you know what? I'm going to do you a favour here, Birmingham, right? I will search players similar to Jay Stansfield, okay? And okay, so I want to where is it? How do I do? Where is the comparison tool at this point? How do I go for search for players like this guy? You can't, can you? Can you? You might not know enough about him to do players like him. That makes sense. That makes sense. Well, okay. Well, let's do players like Liam Delap then, possibly. Yeah. Ah, there we go. Yes, that's right. Okay. So find similar players. Okay, that's it. See, I don't do that. I don't play like this normally because it's like, I feel it's a bit too much like cheating because the game just goes like, oh, here's reasonable attributes. And then it's all just full of players that I've never heard of and would never have scouted. So I sort of feel it's a bit cheaty in a way. Yeah. Marcus Force. Anton Matkovic. 6'3", Croatian. Decent acceleration. Finishing 11 to 14. Determination 14 to 18. Anton Matkovic. Do you look interesting? He's out of contract in the summer as well. Should we get him in on a free? This guy looks like he could be a little gem. Do we test him now? Or do we try and... Does he have a buyout or anything? We could get Matkovic gone. Yeah. There's money. There's money there, isn't it? What about Yusuf Makoko? Should we just try and meme it? 11 to 16 minutes. He's wanted by PSG. I mean, I know he's not as good as he was, is he? But excuse me. Sorry. Zimas, the big Greek striker. He is quick. Good finish and perfectionist. Actually, do you know what? Brighton could be saying something there, couldn't they? Very quick, good finishing, good determination. He was the wonder kid. He might still have a decent PA. He might do. Makoko. Davis is good, but he's more of an attacking midfield. There's been a lot of media reports in Germany that said Makoko is 4 years older. Cool. In that case, he'll be raring to go then. We might as well just get like 60 players in or something. Bring everyone in. Right, let's see. Makoko could be quite fun. I've never had Makoko before. He was the Dortmund wonder kid. Right, let's just keep putting money on the table until they say a Dingra-based revolt in progress. I know. No, that's not. Right, we're just gonna. Right, apparently, like they're only upset because he hasn't been offered a contract yet. He hasn't accepted it yet. Okay, so Zimas is an option. Matkovic. £1 million maybe? I don't get how he could be older, hasn't got a birth certificate. Well, so not everyone has a birth certificate if you're in like, well, so certain places don't have birth certificates, they'll don't register their birth. It's not a legal requirement to register your birth. So yeah, some places you can. Can be mistakes, shall we say. Cameron and Taurus having age-related things. Yeah, I was trying to skirt around where it tends to happen, because it, just by like sort of popping out and going, have this, then you know some people will be like, sounds a bit. Are you sure, TJ? Bobby Clark, £3 million. I've got a £24 million transfer kitty left. Let's delay it because I'd rather have Makoko. Huggins injured. Carvalho out for 3 weeks. Brilliant. Good. Glad we spent a load of money on him then. It's been reported several of their under-17s were mid-20s. Oh yeah, I mean, there's that. Nigeria as well. There was the lad who played for Lazio when he was like 42 or something, wasn't it? Let's keep budging that up. We haven't even got any idea as to how much Makoko might be worth either. Manila, that's the guy. Don't get me started on celebrities changing their date of birth. Oh, like Russell Kane. Right, so look at that. Adingra kicking off, you know, about his work permit and his contract, and he's been given one. No, it's a well-known thing around the comedy circuit. Russell Kane is not as young as he makes himself out to be. He's clearly a lot older. He's at least my age and then some. But he gives it the licks that he's like not even 40 yet, and it's like, mate, you are very old. Like, you know, you. Russell Kane's pushing 50. Yeah. How are the squad unhappy about the fact I've given Adingra a contract? 40s the new 20s. They are. All the cool people are in their 40s. Do you know what I mean? Have a look at Cole from Prague. Just picked him from the Premier League. What I've done is I think I've just gone out and splurged a whole load of cash without even thinking. He's very quick. Maybe all those players are against him. Get rid of more players. Is that what you're saying? Yeah? Get rid of them all. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so Zimas is going to come in. He could happily turn up. Let's delay for now. Abdul Fatoua. We've got him on the shortlist actually. I'm now starting to think I've got too many wingers. Not that you can have too many wingers. You can't really have too many wingers. You can when you sell them, though. That's the problem. I think this is the problem. I don't think I've actually got enough decent wingers. This squad looks an absolute mess, by the way. Do what the Jets did, trade all their stars on deadline day. That's a good point, actually. We could do that. That sounds fun. Right, let's put Ayushi in the reserves, because we don't really need him, to be honest. Yeah, he's probably not going to play. Same with Sealt. I mean, we've got Vickers, but he's not really doing a great deal. We could cancel his loan, probably. Or try and, like, sort of hope that eventually someone tries to tell him back. Have I signed up for the public beta? I have, yes. I'm currently experiencing the public beta right now, Rich. All I had to do was sign up and take part. Super simple, super easy. But yeah, maybe not what I would have thought to have done for an update. So happy getting Sauce Gardner. He's amazing for the Colts. Fatoua's a release clause his contract after 100 games. His contract goes to 425 grand. Well, we're not going to be using him then. You like the fact I've turned the animations off on the UI? Have I? I've not touched anything. So maybe, I think they're just faster. There you go, yeah. Yeah, you can see them, they're flipping between. I think they're just faster, Theo. Sorry, excuse me. 11 days left to spend 40 million quid. I'm going to have to be, I'm going to have to go some. Do I get a Steam? Do I get the update? I need to add the beta key to Steam. That's right. Yes. Yes, you need to add it to your to Steam, and then that then works out in the background for you. Do we need another centre midfielder? Yeah, we do actually, don't we? No key, just need to select public beta. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. So go into betas on the side, click properties, go to beta, and then Kumas and Guma could be young options. Kumas can play up front. I don't know if I want young options. I want players who can pick the game up by the scruff of their neck and get us a result. That's what I need at the minute. Warren Zaire Emery for loan. Now, even I know this guy's meant to be good. And it says unlikely. Do we maybe I need to toggle that to say above doubtful. Tom Mayer. Jack Hinselwood, another Brighton player. I mean, he's good though. Will he move off? I think they'll all move off, won't they, now I've narrowed it down. Yeah. Can't buy Henselwood, it's Brighton's future captain. He's a good player. He's a good player. Oh, hang on, right, where's the recruitment focus? There we go. Transfer room, that's what we want. Midfield central. I mean, one of my players is in there, so that's interesting. Mano Bueno. Don't really know if he's good enough, to be honest. Juve Danois sort of looks fine. You know what it is? There's part of me like is a little bit like we should just go and spend any sort of money, but I'm like a bit not burnt out by trying to sign players, but it was like how much money do we actually need to spend? 66 million from Makoko. I mean, is this the one where we do everything? We go for it. Yeah. $55 million. Matkovic for 5. Jam, a pleasure seeing you, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. I mean, Matkovic. Part of me thinks, do we get him in for free next season and get Zimas in on loan alongside possibly Makoko? Is Makoko going to come? He's probably not, is he? But this lad's also free at the end of the season. So do we pay for him now? I mean, he looks good, doesn't he? That 40% of the extra sale, that's the bit I'm not keen on. I think I'm going to withdraw and I'm just going to go in for free. That's my thinking. I don't know if that's the right idea or the wrong idea, but that's what I'm going with. Ramsey's in at right back. Who are we playing? West Brom. Oh, come on. We need something. We had a terrible performance against Norwich. I know that they were top of the league, but we still can't lose that badly. We expect a better performance. Better is what we hope for. And Jai's back. Ramsey makes his debut. George and Ladson on the left. .47 points. That could be enough to move us into the next. Can we move into the playoffs? Possibly. Okay, come on, Sunderland. Evening, hanger-oner. How are we? How's the new patch? The new patch seems alright so far. We've had 3, this is our 3rd game, I think. So, yeah, it's good. We've noticed when players are injured. Adingra goes past 1. Cassidy. Adingra. Cassidy. Oh! Crazy effort. Off the post. Wins it back. Adingra. Gives it away, unfortunately. Helen wins it. Watson. Josh Madger as an option. I mean, that's an old school option, isn't it? We move up from cautious to balanced. 35% possession is nothing, isn't it? It's always helpful. You wouldn't believe how helpful it is. It's super helpful. Right, here we go. Building out from the back. Let's hope it doesn't do what happened to us against the Norwich. Well, it might do. Francolino refuses to tackle. Why have all these players got like really long leggings on underneath? Come on, it's not that cold. Right, West Brom have got a bit more on the ball. I don't like the fact that we're under pressure. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're going back to being passive again, aren't we? Is that a thing? Are we going back to passive defending again? Jeggings absolute woke nonsense. Agreed, Rich. I mean, that is a bizarre way of trying to save the ball, isn't it? By letting it run past your face. Oh, it comes off his shoulder and out. Not the way I would have saved it, you know? It still worked. It did. It did. There is that. Do we need a second striker? We're not really creating a great deal. West Brom have really turned the screw, changed the momentum switch from the early few minutes. Unconventional but effective. Am I using the new patch? It feels snappier. It is. It is. That's what we're doing. We do have the new patch on. And there's still some bugs because apparently we're wearing our away kit at home and we're not. Yeah, we're still not playing. I'm going to tell them we're playing well, but I don't really believe it myself, to be honest. I think we need to do something a little different. Especially as we go into the second half. Sorry, excuse me. Francolino's on a 6-3. Do we bring Francolino off? Ramsey's doing fine. Karabashvili's doing fine actually at left back. Mayenda's the only option out on the right. Or Mundle. Actually, you know what? Let's put Mundle on. Give him a run out. When are they going to fix the in-game editor? I don't know. You shouldn't be using the editor. There's a game already here. Why are you editing it? What do you need to edit? I genuinely don't. I've never used the editor. I don't understand what people need it for. But the answer is I don't know when they're going to get it fixed. Cheat engine mainly. Yeah. These are the people that go, the game doesn't play how I want it to play. I put Jude Bellingham in my Accrington Stanley side. It's my super awesome win tactic, and I downloaded to find out everywhere. And I downloaded to make sure that all the players were the best players. You got it free with your copy. Fair. My goalkeeper injured again. Do you know what? This is what happens, because I said, do you know what would be good? Is if we get goalkeeper injuries back in again. I asked for it. This is how the games repay me. It's sitting going, yeah, TJ, we heard that. And I'm like, right, damn it. Okay, fine. The injury now does look obvious. Yep, we can see it now. Not like before. It's good for bankrupting Liverpool. Well, Liverpool have famously got no money, Fran, remember. They have no money at all. You know. No idea how they managed to spend £500 million on players this summer. Eighth now. Oh, 2 points behind Middlesbrough in sixth. I will take a 0-0 draw here. I think we've earned a 0-0 draw. What's the new yellow, the ugly ass new yellow colour for attributes? That's the colour they've gone with, Carol. That's the colour they've gone with. I didn't choose it. You get four choices, and none of them really work for me personally. What you could do is probably worth asking SI about it and going, why did you do that? Because, I mean, they might know the answer. I certainly don't know the answer. Right, so my goalkeeper he broke his finger on his debut, and he's now fractured his wrist. Chris, are you making notes of this, by the way, for the video? Because it feels like the game is against me. Like, but we bought him because we thought, oh, he'll be fun. He's got loads of potential for, like, you know, interesting stuff. Apparently not. Apparently not. Dorito mitts. He's the Spinazzola of goalkeepers. Yeah. Right, just Barner. How's the game? It's fine. It was fine before. It's fine still now. Hands made of dried pasta. Random question: is there specific training for in-out possession formations? I've got no idea. I don't do training. Somebody somewhere would be able to tell you the answer, but I've never done it. Even Southend fan Tom, how are we? Yeah, no worries, Chris. You take it easy, my friend. Catch up with you soon. I don't really want to loan a Dingra out, I'm afraid. No. No. I think I'd like you to stay, please. I've got a feeling he's going to kick off. Because there's no need. Oh, we just got another £5 million from the Brian Brobby loan. That's pretty nice. Excellent. Offers made for Makoko, who's Napoli and Leipzig. Right, we might not be getting Makoko. We might be getting Matkovic and Zimas, which isn't too bad, to be honest. Two strikers would be fun. I don't think Makoko's even gonna be interested. %40 off the back of that. No chance. No chance. Feel free to reject if you want to. 72 million. This has gone up again, hasn't it? Is Makoko worth 72 million quid? The amount of goals he scored doesn't suggest it, does it? Let's take that one off. I don't think he's worth 70 million quid. Jonas Wynn's going to kick off as well. Do you know what? I think we go with the other two lads. I think we go with... Nah, I'm not doing 76 million quid. Dingra's injured now. Zaire Emery's turned us down. That makes sense. Okay, Bobby Clark's in. He's got a bit of ability, I think. Pack all the assistant managers in. Okay, we've got an assistant manager now. That's good. We're getting towards the end of the transfer window. Hopefully, we get the. We backed out of the Croatian guy, didn't we? We thought we'd go straight back in and get him as a free transfer. Because they were like, oh yeah, give us like 50% of his future earnings or whatever. And we said no to that. What do we think? He looks quite good though, doesn't he? As a right now player, he looks fine. Do we run the risk of losing him to Leverkusen? Actually, do you know what? We've got the money. Let's take that bit out. We've got Sheffield United, Wolves next. 2 points away from Middlesbrough. So the playoffs. So we're 2 points out of the playoffs. So we're still there or thereabouts. Yeah. Dingra's out injured, so that means that Wilson's gonna have to come in. Bobby Clark can come on the bench. Carvalho's out for a couple more days. Zerke's out for another week. Proctor looks alright as well, actually. Vickers looks fine. Talby's sort of struggling a little bit. Let's put Proctor on the bench, actually. Still got Paddy Roberts as well. I mean, he's not dreadful, Paddy Roberts, is he? But once again, we're still trying to get. I think what's happened is we've got into the situation where we've had one or two players get injured, which has meant we've had to put other players in other positions and then had to rejiggle stuff, and then it's like, just one too many things we've had to change. It's not really been what we wanted. It's Helen bringing the ball out. Great ball at the top. God, Casadei had a challenge for that. Again, we are a bit passive at this moment in time. Might be because we're on cautious mentality. Oh, Tom Cannon with the run down there. Oh, well, that's no good, is it? That's a goal after a minute. When we go to a player profile, how specific attributes, can we turn it off? Yes, you can turn attributes off, but you need to have it at the start. You need to have your attribute masking switched on in your advanced options. That means you can't see any attributes. Excuse me, that means you can't see any attributes. Good tackle. Not good enough though. Oh, blocked. It's fine. Come on, Sunderland. We need better. Onorete, Neves. Here's Wilson. Gives it away. Well, wins it back though. Watson is Francolino. Go on. Oof. It's not a bad hit. It's a sign of intent at least. Magic Pedal on the follow. Appreciate that. Very kind. Remember, of course, if you're on YouTube, you can drop a follow as well. Be much appreciated. Hit a like on the stream as well. Would be cool. Also, check out the FM Show podcast. Comes out tomorrow. Myself, RDF Tactics, Si Maggio, Second Yellow Card. Yeah. It's great stuff. And we also have the WFM Show as well, which is our sibling podcast, which focuses on all the good stuff in women's football, in Football Manager. That episode came out on Monday. It's every other Monday, so make sure you check them out as well. Neves intercepts. Cassidy, Watson, good ball through. Liam Delap, that'll do it. Great finish. What are we talking about? What in general? So in general, we're talking about our, well, what we're going to be doing as part of our saves for FM26. That's the main thing we'll talk about on the podcast. And then there's just some general nonsensical shite we talk about, really. So it was recorded prior to the release on Tuesday, actually. So some of it might sound slightly out of sync now, but we'll record the next episode tomorrow. So next week's episode gets recorded a week in advance. Goes in a week in advance, because then it goes early access on Patreon on a Wednesday, and then we've got to start doing some extra Patreon episodes as well, actually. So we'll start adding them in as we go through. Just try to find things to talk about. You know, on FM24 we had a network save, but at the minute doesn't look like online saves work particularly well, so we haven't started that yet. Plus, of course, the game's only just become official, hasn't it? So Neves free kick over the top. Oh no, Cannon's free. Oh, he's missed it. Oof. Do you know what? That defensive line, just drop it a little bit. Get to half time. Get the half time 1-1. That'll do us. That works. That works. Yeah. Okay. We're happy. If and when the FM Show network save starts, will you stream it? We discussed it, you know, Rich. We did talk about it as an option. It was like maybe. We might do it on a Sunday night. Because none of us like the idea of it being behind a paywall, really. If we're honest, none of us liked it. It was only there because of the fact that we needed something during FM24 cycle to have some additional content. But yeah, we didn't like the idea it was behind a paywall. So we thought, right, we'll change it up this year. But it all depends upon timings and stuff, you know, because people like Aaron, for example, very, very busy. Si, busy. Me, busy. Matt, busy. You'll know yourself, trying to get a network save going on is like super, super tricky. But if we can, even if it's for like an hour and a half or whatever, that would be cool. A couple of hours on a Sunday night would be pretty fun. And I think people would like that. Mally Masher in on the follow. Appreciate that. Very kind. Here comes Ramsey. Even Tristan, how are you, buddy? Welcome in. Thought you were about to drop Matt in it like that. Everyone's busy. Matt happy to accommodate. Yeah, Matt's got nothing better to do with his life. Liam, the lap's in. Go on. 2-1. Get in. That's what we wanted. How's it going? It's going all right, Tristan. We're doing okay. The patch is in. We've spent a lot of money in January. There's still time to spend more money. Liam Delap scored 2 goals against Sheffield United. He heard that we want to buy 2 strikers in January. Who am I going to ask my full save? I have got... so, my plan was to do a journeyman Magic Ped, but I wasn't 100% sure what the game was going to be like with regards to adding loads of different leagues in and out as we go through. So I thought I was going to give it a little bit more time just to get used to it as well. So we're going to go for Darlington. We're going to give 5 seasons here and then go to Darlington and try and go from bottom to top sort of thing. See what happens. And then we'll do a journeyman in like March or something. So that's what I'll do. Dean, welcome. I'm reminded the sub here. Does that mean I'm special now? You are special. You're always special, Dean. And yes, Liam Delap in on loan for the season. He's been injured quite a bit, believe it or not. But he's back fit now. And he scored a couple of goals. We've still conceded 2, so it's just typical again, isn't it? You know, you push an extra player up front, you lose a player in midfield. Johnston, good tackle. Watson out to Ramsey. Let's see how we build up, shall we? Oh, not good enough. That's the answer. Francolino's injured. Oof. Right, let's get to where we can sub a player, I think. Right now. So let's get Mayenda out wide. And then let's put... We'll go up front. Do you want us Wind? I suppose that's the striker in it, like, oh. Deep line forward. It's not quite the strike. It's not quite what we wanted to play out wide, but we've got young Tom Proctor can play out there, maybe. Stake has had some good news about his house move, so he can potentially start again soon. One of those things. In my opinion, one of the best things we ever did as a post-TJ pod. What was that? Start again? Push a player up front, lose one in midfield unless you're a Slough fans in the last 20 minutes of a charity game. Yeah, just add extra players. No one cares, do they? Bobby Clark down the wing. Too many men on him. Gotta do something, Bobby. He's found Jonas Wind. He just had to turn it. Oh, come on. That was Jonas's time. Alderete, can we bring in big Dan Ballard on, maybe? Maybe we should have brought Toure, all 6'8" of him. Keep looking at the clock. 8 minutes of time added on, apparently. I'm happy to not see any highlights. Full time, 2-2. Do you know what? I'll take that. We didn't play as well as we needed to, but the result's fine. There's positives there. It's another point. It moves us 1 point outside of the playoffs. Yeah? So we're within touching distance. 4 behind Southampton, 4 behind Fulham. Right, okay. It's we're going it's gonna go to the wire, I think. As we'd expect. Ballard's developing concerns. Why are you developing concerns now, Ballard? Start more games. We all want to start more games. I don't know if these people understand fully, do they? Right, Matkovic wants to use the club as a stepping stone. You use it as whatever stone you want, mate. Right, because I think you're going to end up being a really good player. And you know what? I am tempted to go back in for that midfielder from Southampton as well. I know he doesn't look great, but there's just something that I think about him going, I wonder if he's going to be good enough to just cover. Where is it I'm looking for? Oh, it's the portal, isn't it? That's not. I think it's my my shortlist actually. Flynn Downs. He's their third best player. He's on a 7. Do you know what? Let's go for it. Right. He's their third best player. They're above us in the league. I'm going to try it. He might not be good, but there's one way to find out. We didn't get Makoko, so let's try with this lad. We've got Wolves, and we got Southampton next after Wolves as well. Let's get Zimas in. Let's have a look at what Downs wants to do, shall we? So Zimas has come in, so there's another striker in, that's good. Okay, and he's 21, so I don't think he needs to be registered, does he? Oh, he does. That's fine, not a problem. Get him in. He's big, he's quick. He's not injured, I don't think. So that's a positive. Although we're not convinced he's not injured, but he might not be. Swansea want to try and oh, like what's wrong now? Like, right, Jonas Wind wants to leave. Okay, fine. Look, honestly, these players, man, it's the whole. It's. I think it's the players that are to blame, not me. Right, Sheffield United, Southampton, and Hull. I don't really want them to go to sides who are within our league. Oh dear. Oh dear. We need to think about this, don't we? Carvalho out for 2 days. Do we try and push him straight in? That's the question, isn't it? Do we put Liam Delap on the bench as well? Need someone on this right hand side. I don't know whether to just start with Yeah, we could. Well, no, let's keep Carvalho out of it for now. He's obviously not fit enough. Some of the players being a little bit too self-absorbed. I think they are. I think they're being pathetic. If you ask me properly, do you know what I mean? Right, Watson replaced by Rig. Let's do that. Right, do you know what? This is probably not the best idea, but let's put Wind up front. Let's put Delap out wide. And Paddy Roberts is playing as well, so that's we've got 3 points written all over us, haven't we? Yeah, it's snowing. Only good things can happen now, surely. 1 point will take us above Middlesbrough. Okay, come on, Sunderland. Cassidy, short sleeves and gloves. Ugh. What a look. Not a look that I'd be going for personally, but it's a look. Start to move ourselves forward a bit, I think. Where are Wolves in the league? They're above us. Below us. Can I ask a non-FM related question? Of course you can, cyclist. Non-offensive, non-controversial. Oh, sorry, no. No, you can't. Non-FM, yes, but it does have to be controversial and offensive. But feel free to ask it, cyclist. Neves with a corner. Ooh, Alderete with a header. Just wide, sadly. As grown-ups, what's the biggest quality of life change you or the chat have made in real life? As grown-ups, living by a proper, living by a diary is the biggest quality of life upgrade I've got. And it still needs to be better. I still need to do it better. Cassidy. But I like being able to, like, I need to work out how much time I've got in the day. And the answer's not enough, but but stops me agreeing to things. Stop taking work too seriously. That's a good one, Luffy. Yeah. I don't do overtime. I've never done overtime. So I've always presumed that if a job needs more time to do it, then the job's too big. So I've always been like, I'm not doing it. I don't know whether that's right or wrong, but I'm just like, nope. You treat your job like a job, it pays the bills. Exactly. Yeah, and that's clearly not the right answer for some people, understandably, but there's certainly some benefit to it to just go, you know what, nah, like it's not for me. It's Put Zemas in. Just normal centre forward, I reckon. Value friends and family. You really learn about this when you start to die. Yes and no. Sometimes I think family gets a bit of an easy ride, and I think just because you're related to someone doesn't mean they get as much an easy ride. Like, not everyone's family is good. Yeah, and just because they're related to you, shouldn't feel like you have to. That you don't owe them anything. Yeah. Tony is Mrs. J, a fan of the new FM. She's not played it yet. She's a fan of it in the sense that it gets me out of her room and it puts me in the office so she can go and watch her programs. So yeah, I guess in that sense she loves it. Wilson, Neves, Riggy, oof. Good effort, but not quite the air. So it's floated crosses in. Don't get too involved with fan base, even if it's something you like. Loads of fans are dicks, they are. Never argue with someone who you wouldn't take advice from. That's a good one. Limited time with social media, yes. Yeah, social media's fucking nonsense. I need to get better at that, actually. Mute people as well. Like, actually, here's a good one. Unfollow people that are just toxic or just you just don't want to see or hear from. Like, just mute them, delete them. You know, it's your feed. You shouldn't have to put up with that. Yeah, and there's loads of people as well who, like, sort of I've got in like a professional capacity or whatever, who I don't follow them because I don't want to see their shite. Like, I'm mates with them, that's fine, but I don't want to sit and see all their nonsense. Yeah. In much the same way that I hope they don't want to see my nonsense as well. Yeah. Because I post a lot of shite as well, and I wouldn't want to read half the stuff I post. I just sit and read going, I don't understand why I would bother with that, but here's what, isn't it? Pulled the plug on Facebook last week. I would love to. I would love to. What I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to delete them off my phone. To be honest, that's probably the best thing. Delete the apps off your phone that you don't need, and get rid of the social media ones there as well. And then you'll be more productive, and you'll do more stuff. Do we want Jonas Wind to go to Sheffield United or Southampton? We don't really, but also if he's going to kick off, then I'd rather, and he wants to pay off as well. Do you know what? Let's reject that. Plus, it's 13 million quid is what he's worth, and they're offering 7. So, right, I'll offer him out for loan. No, we're not paying you £2.9 million. Don't be so silly. We don't even want to get rid of you. Loan offers Lille and Palermo. There we go. That's what we're talking about, right? Try not to worry about the embarrassing thing you did or said 5 or 10 years ago. Oh, I can't. That's a tricky one though, Luffy. I do that. I think that's a neurodiversity thing though. To be sat there going, I need to remember something I said when I was 14. Which is interesting because I rarely remember anything from my yeah, a lot of my childhood I've managed to get rid of all that. Just delete all that nonsense. Don't need to remember any of that. That's not where fun was. Let's reinvent myself. It is very neurodiverse. It's very neurodiverse. Right, the board are starting to get concerned. The fans are starting to get concerned. Great. Look. We'll be fine. The weird journey of discovery when you discover you're autistic at 43. I mean, that is the time to find out. It's interesting, isn't it? Like, because you wonder sort of like how you manage to quote unquote survive up until that point. And you're right, there is that moment of like, oh yeah, that does make a lot more sense now. Yeah, I'm ADHD, so I'm like, yeah, kind of understand that. But I'm also dyslexic, and like that was a surprise. That was an interesting one, working out that I was dyslexic because I'm finding out during a dyslexia awareness training day. That's good. Right, these are the signs you need to look out for. Okay, cool. I've got them all. Like, what do you want me to do with that then? And they're like, you aren't supposed to have them all. Okay, interesting. You have to remember, people don't think about you as much as you worry about it. They do. That's the one. Yeah, people don't care. People don't care. The other one as well that I do, which is when it comes to like training and stuff, like with the gym, it's like nobody cares. Nobody cares. Matkovic has gone to Bologna. Oh, you bastards. We've missed out on him. I mean, he looks like he's going to be a player, doesn't he? Serie A is much more appealing than the Championship. Yeah, that's fine. That makes sense. Mokoko's gone to Leipzig. 57 million. Best lesson I learned in adulthood: don't stress about the things you can't control. Yeah, control the controllables. Yeah. That's absolutely the way, isn't it? Has the update made much difference? I don't know. Like, I presume everyone wants me to say yes, but I'm not really sure. Probably. It probably has made a difference. Arthur Foxage, this looks totally different. Well, there you go. Yeah. Diarra's back as well. Let's work this way then. So Downs is back. Wilson. See, now we've got a couple of players coming back fit. This is what we want. I don't really want to sell Dan Neil, to be honest. Zerke's back as well. Let's get Alderete out. Let's put Ballard back in. Okay. Let's go for it. Neurodivergence is like having a different AI. 100%. 100%. Like, and I'm not in control of the controls. So... has the update made much of a difference? I don't know. Probably, but I'm not sure how. You know what? Let's see if we can get Noah Okafor as well. Just for an extra player out wide. I think we've spent a lot of money, and I don't know whether we spent it well or not. We've missed out on one or two players that I wanted. Which is a shame. But it happens. That's how football works. Definitely money spent. We have absolutely spent money. Where's our transfer history? 114 million spent, 89 million brought back in. So that's what, 24 million pounds, really. If we do the whole net spend thing, yeah. No, Okafor didn't come through. Right. Windows closed. Is it? Close to deadline. I mean, look. £8 million. We could still try and buy him. Do we need... Is 8 million enough? Yeah, deadline passed. There we go. It is a bit of a shame the deadline day is not there for when things like that are sort of like happening, but there we go. It's one of those. Let's withdraw the deal for Okafor then if he's not able to sign. And then we've got a trip to Southampton, and then we're done, I think, for tonight. The 10 press conference. When do you reckon they'll fix lag on consoles? I've got no idea, Joe. You probably need to ask Sports Interactive, I reckon. Only reason I say that is, well, it's obvious. I don't work for Sports Interactive. I also haven't got the console version, so I don't know. But yeah, I would definitely check with SI. Evening, Murph. How are we, buddy? Hope you're good. Welcome in. Do you remember the days games had bugs? We played the game anyway, embraced quirks, waited patiently for several months for a patch on a CD of a magazine cover. Yeah, I do remember that. Oh, players wanting to leave. Honestly, this club is just collapsing. How are we getting on? We've spent a lot of money, Murph. That's how we're getting on. We've spent over 115 million this season. Probably too much, actually. 114 million. We brought 89 million in. We almost... Well, we were bidding for Makoko at one point. And didn't quite get it done. He went off to Leipzig. We were like, we're not spending 70 million quid. Apparently, the board are now starting to get a little bit angsty, according to the media. We'll see. But yeah, we're just outside the playoff spots, so that's probably where some of the concern is. We've brought Carvalho in. We've brought what's he called? Flynn Downs in. We've brought Karabashvili in. We brought Kalen Ramsey in. We brought Zerki in. We brought Max Johnston in. We've brought Zimas in. We've brought who else have we brought in? Casadai. And Jai, the goalkeeper. Quite a lot. Whether that's too much or not, I don't know. But lots of injuries, like players dropping in and dropping out, dropping like flies. Let's start. Actually, let's start Delap up front. Go on. He scored 2 goals. He deserves a start. So yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. But as I say, we are just outside of the playoffs, so that could be the big problem. I still think we'll get in the playoffs. We've got time. You know, we've got another half a season. We've got Paco in the as our new assistant manager. I mean, that Southampton side looks fairly decent. They are 4th, so it is going to be a tough one, this one. Just trying to work out whether or not we sit back too much or whether we push on. We're naturally sat cautious, but well, there's 1-0 already. So time to give the Beta a go. It's fine, to be honest. Like, I think we have to go more positive, aren't we? Oh dear. Oh, Roofs has missed it. Oh. I've got that sinking feeling again. Look at this. He comes for it. Absolutely flaps. Southampton have got a lot of good players. A lot of good players. Like, look at that. I mean, 3-0. What the hell's Howard Bellis doing all the way up top? I think we've got a problem. 17 minutes in, and I reckon it's time to bring a striker on. Bro, Happy Diarra's coming off already. I notice when you lose big. That's the problem. The ball through the middle, maybe, do you reckon? Go narrow. Neves, Carvalho. Go on. There we go. Someone tell my waistline that when you lose big, yeah. Right, Carvalho's pulled one back. Game on. 8th. 3 points behind Middlesbrough at this point. Karabashvili. One touch. Liam Delap's headed it over the bar. There's nothing I can say. There's nothing I can say to that. Yeah, there might be a little bit of... There might be some job hunting happening shortly. Or we start the Darlington save at the end of the week, which would work out quite nicely, actually. I guess if we don't get promoted this year, then that's probably the save over, isn't it? Need a much better display. And it won't be from you, Liam Delap, because you'll be sat on the bench. Snooze it. It's Johnston's what I want. Let's see what we can come up with in the second half, shall we? Can't be any worse than the first 20 minutes, that's for certain. You would think. If we somehow nick a point here, I'm going to celebrate like we've won the World Cup. Hopefully get one more. I mean, look, Middlesbrough still, they're still winning. What's the score? They're not even playing, are they? They're 3 points ahead without even playing. Just still got to try and close them down. And Millwall. Downs gives it away. I mean, he is making his debut, having just signed from Southampton, and the Loch Ness Drogba scores. So I'm not saying that there's collusion there, but that's a bad goal to concede, isn't it? Oh. It's suspect enough, isn't it? Came off, and then let's put Francolino in there, put Carvalho there. I don't know. I've got no idea what we're going to do now. It's another big big defeat coming up. There we go. Kabarashvili's in. Intercepted. Oh, don't shoot there. Yeah, it was fun while it lasted, everyone. Like, I'm not entirely sure that I even know my best 11 now. I think we've sold maybe too many players, not got enough players in position. Oh, God. Yeah, on to the next adventure. Exactly. Like, it's all absolutely fine, to be honest. We can finish the save as and when. It's not the end of the world. Oof. Yeah, like if anything, it actually works out in our favour now, I think. Go on, Johnson. Away you go. Great ball. Carvalho. Oh, he scored again. What a goal that is. What a goal. Like, that is excellent. I'm trying to say replace Carvalho now. I mean, he's on 2 goals. He's good in FM24. Let's pop. He is knackered, but let's get Francolino off. Let's put Wilson on. It's 4-2. It might not be the change we need. (4-2) is still pretty bad, isn't it? Like, let's not beat around the bush here. That still doesn't look good. Even though we've gutted the team completely. Yeah, I mean, look, we did well to keep the team in, to keep the players we had. Then, of course, they all decided to leave. Oh. And, of course, we might as well give away a penalty as well while we're doing it, right? Head's gone everywhere. 5-2. I want 5-2 to be Sunderland right now. Oh wait, that's me, isn't it? Yeah. Not good enough. Dreadful, in fact. I'm going to blame Luco 9 for all of this. Yeah. That is shocking. This is a sackable match. I don't think so. Righteous Born, not at all. Like, given the fact that Southampton are 3rd, I don't think that's sackable at all. I think the form's probably sackable. Yeah. So, oh yeah. Oh, sorry, no, they're 4th. They're 4th. So, yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say that that's the issue right there. You know, it's probably for the best that you're not in charge. Yeah. But yeah, we'll reflect on this one. That's not been a good result. We have to start picking up some points now. We have to start making things work. And yeah, QPR next. Where are QPR? Second bottom, right? So we've got to beat them. really. We are still only 3 points behind Borough, 4 behind Fulham, so, you know, that's where we are. If I was in charge, I would be coach instead. And you know what, Regis Bourne? I'm sure you would be incredible. I'm sure you'd be incredible. You know, because that's what all the best armchair managers are. The best manager ever. Yeah. So you can you can absolutely have that one. Yeah. Racing through the seas. I'm trying, Dean. I'm trying. Getting through it. I'm just trying to see what the game's like, to be honest, and just having a bit of a nosy around. We'll start the proper save shortly, presumably by the end of the week. If this one ends up with me no longer being at Sunderland, which might happen. We'll see. We don't really know. I'm gonna go. Actually, I think this has been fun. I am gonna leave you in the capable hands of Si Maggio. So go and have a little hangout with him. Obviously, the FM show comes out tomorrow, so you know that. But yeah, give him some love and partner soon. Hopefully, fingers crossed, Jags. The numbers are looking good, but I think we might have to do another 30 days of this. So fingers crossed. Yeah. YouTubers, appreciate it as always as well. So take care, everyone. Speak to you all on Friday. Right. See you in a bit. Bye now.